I'm John Stephenson, a director of GAO's Natural Resources and Environment team. In January 2009, GAO designated transforming EPA's processes for assessing and controlling toxic chemicals as a high-risk area because EPA has not adequately established their toxicity or the degree to which these chemicals may be harmful to human health and the environment. Tens of thousands of these chemicals are currently being used commercially in the United States, and hundreds of new chemicals are introduced every year. The lack of information significantly limits EPA's ability to minimize public exposure to many chemicals that may pose substantial health risk. There are shortcomings in two areas. The first is EPA's Integrated Risk Information System, the database known as IRIS that contains hundreds of scientific chemical assessments. As we have reported, the IRIS program is at serious risk of becoming obsolete because its assessments are outdated and the system itself is clogged with unfinished reports. In May 2009, EPA announced comprehensive reforms to its IRIS process, and if implemented effectively, these reforms will address GAO's recommendations. The second area of challenge for EPA is the Toxic Substances Control Act, known as TSCA, which EPA uses to assess and, if needed, limit the use of industrial chemicals. However, because TSCA requires EPA, not the companies that produce the chemicals, to show whether they could be harmful, GAO has found that EPA has had difficulty in obtaining information on health and environmental risk. We have recommended that EPA make regulatory changes and seek additional authorities to require chemical companies to better demonstrate the safety of their chemicals. Consistent with our recommendations, EPA has announced goals for the legislative reform of TSCA, as well as plans for a major effort to strengthen and streamline the agency's current chemical management program. We encourage EPA to continue to work with Congress to pursue these goals.